This tutorial will show the structure of the book. Go here to structure. And the book is organized in chapters, sections, subsections. You even can add subsections. Each section is its own file. And if you cover topics that are more sophisticated, it would be good if you put them at the end of a section, possibly as its own subsection. That will later give instructors the choice to either include these more sophisticated subsection or not. A remark: when you look at the chapter numbers, you might find out that they're not correctly labeled in Lux, but when you actually develop the document and create a PDF file, the numbering will be correct, so just don't bother with this. As I said, you can include subsections and subsections. All chapters and sections are already labeled, and that allows later on to cross-reference them to say, see section 4.1 page so-and-so. Subsections and subsections are not labeled at this point because they just don't exist if you don't create them. So you have to label them. You can also include lists, itemized lists and numbered lists. And for both, you can increase or decrease the level. So you can have, for example, a numbered list inside an itemized list or the other way around. You can also include figures, table, and equations. I will focus on that a little bit later. After you open the main Lux file, you can see actually a complete table of contents. The notes, the yellow notes, show you the chapter labels, and for each chapter you have the different sections, and each section is in a different file. So if we open markets competitive and we scroll down a little bit, actually we scroll up, you see here is a section title, and if you click on it, you see in this little window here that it is titled formatted as section. And again, don't bother if this number is not correct here. That's not a big deal. And here is actually the label. It starts with the letters SEC colon and then markets. That's the label for the chapter. Then dash and then competitive. That is the label for the section. And at the end, dash 000. That has no meaning at this point, but allows later on maybe to add things and to number them. It has the author here. So you might want to add your name here. And you could possibly have subsections, but we don't want to do that at this point. We just do it here. Competitive market has to fulfill certain criteria. And now I want a list. And here are all the environments. And if you see here, there are the list environments. And the ones we use for the book is itemize or enumerate. I want enumerate, that has lists, and competitive markets have to fulfill certain criteria. I do it short and dirty, many suppliers, many demanders, and no preferences in regards of, and now type return, location. But I don't want this location to be number 4. I wanted to shift it in, so I can move it in here, increase depth, and it becomes A. And I don't want to have it enumerated, so I click on location. You see that one is enumerated. I change it to itemize, and now it says location, time, persons, etc. Let's say I want to have a 4th topic here. I can decrease the level here again. and make it an enumeration. I can use these lists here too if I like to. This becomes 4, and I get other criteria. I think you get an idea. If I really want to have another subsection, well, first what happens here, if I hit return, I get another topic. I don't want that. So I can change it here to standard. And now it's normal text again. Here comes the subsection. Sorry, comes a subsection. If I want that to be a subsection, I just stay in that line and I go here where I have the sections and I would like to have a subsection and see, there it is. And if I want to add a label, I can do that. Here is the label symbol. I click on it and then I want to keep the sub here and then I write my label. You don't write label, you write something else, and we will explain that later in cross references. Here it is. If you click on it, you can change it.